you know, being a nutty Genji player, but there's plenty of options here.
I mean, yeah, there are. The Super Doom Fist is available.
You know, he could have just given us an appetizer and played more Wrecking Ball for us, right? He could have just like eased us into this. I mean,
who knows?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, they're here watching the Owls, and I got my home team, Boston Uprising, against my favorite team, San Francisco Shock. And we got Super, who's normally a fucking a Reinhardt player, a tank, playing DPS. He's on right now. He's on Symmetra. He's just gonna put down the teleport, probably switch to Genji and dash forward. But this is gonna be very interesting. That's why I'm recording this match. So let's have at this. It should be really fucking fun here. See, Genji called it. I don't know why they were acting all surprised. Oh, Genji. Like,
I mean, this is about to be feeding Matt. Although I actually don't know which side it's going to come from here. So
let's see. Jerry's good.
Now on the Genji.
He's been playing it a bunch on stream.
Oh, I don't care.
And he's had success playing it on stream.
That's what a nothing burger. Super's going to play around in the middle of the map to start with.
He does play all the time, Super.
To allow Super to put him to shame, and that would entail basically getting...
And he's keeping right up with Colorex. He's actually doing better. He is well closer. He's almost twice as much right now.
All right. Quicker than AKM as well, but doesn't get any kill involvements so far. It's been Striker doing most of the heavy lifting with 3 final blows early on.
They were focusing on him so much.
To my boy Jerry.
They were focusing on Super, I think, and wanting to make a point for him. That they forgot about Striker. Striker, you can't. Every fucking body on the Shock is a top-notch player. Everybody on the Shock is like the best at what they're playing. Super's the only one we're a little bit. I wonder, but see, there he is.
Gets set the heck down by Myungbong across the map. All right,
that's a bit
now, Myungbong is sick. Myungbong's one of my favorite healers. And I like Jerry. Jerry has really good days. And then, I wouldn't say he has bad days. He just has a regular day or a good day.
Uprising want to try and close the gap a little bit, and Smurf has already gone down. That just leaves Choi Hyobin, who's been harassed this entire time by Jerry, who want to leave a pulse bomb gift for Super. Didn't fall into it.
Now
Jerry goes down Striker though, so still DPS is in play for San Francisco, Matthew.
Well, this is what I mean about how difficult it is to take the
See, now, yeah, the Sharks still have control.
And now you're already out. Not even a chance to really take the point. So now we'll have Dragon Blade.
This is why they're a #1 team.
Online. Support ultimates as well.
And I mean, look at, they got almost, they're gonna have all their fucking ult bases. We're gonna have 1 or 2, 3. No, they're be pretty even. We're actually both gonna have all our ults. They're gonna have 6 to our 5.
Wants to try and back him up. I would leave him out to dry, to be honest, and just see what
And he has the blade coming, so.
Keeps tabs on him with the Discord orb right now, Matt. Super.
And what he'll probably do is he's gonna do his blade with he's gonna do it with Twilight. Zenyatta pops are all. Let's see.
Super pulls the blade.
No one's around though.
Is he a decoy, or is it something more devious than that? A couple slashes he gets on towards Fusions, who uses Primal Rage, because no one wants to die to Super.
He popped it shortly after, and everybody ran away.
Dragon Blade, but he's forced into a deflate early on, and there it is! Super gets the kill on Color.
Super got Colorex, see? Super's good at what he does.
San Francisco at 99-0.
It's very odd to be saying.
And not only that, right? He's playing against Boston, so let's be real. They're like the second to last place team in the league.
It's been quite good. Quite surprised.
Halo gets striky here, but off the point, Boston pushed, and guess what? Super ends around with a quarter of his team's damage match.
Don't look like Shock's here to fuck around.
He's got some good accuracy on the shurikens. 30% isn't bad when you're normally just spamming them.
No, is in a weird way, it's like, okay, he's a tank coming over and playing Genji. Maybe they have a little bit of an understanding of how to coordinate their dives a little bit between him, Smurf, and Choi. That he's worked with Choi pretty extensively and understands the tank position.
I think Boston's probably going to be swept just to be over with rather quickly, probably within an hour and a half.
Well, I want to see
it only take that long for them to skip the breaks in between the 3 matches.
Him to start with here. I think he just needs to play.
This will be Genji again, yeah. I mean,
for 3 wins, not matches, 3 wins.
No reason not to. And you know, yeah, it's kind of crazy, right? Super showed us an interesting style of Genji where you really don't take too many risks. You sit and you play for Blade, and then you pull the Blade out, and then you stand there. It's like T-posing on someone, right? No one wants to come near you. I mean, you got Dragon Blade, right? No one's going to mess with you anyway. Super is just emanating this machismo right now, and the Uprising are too afraid to test the waters.
Yeah, I mean, the point of that blade was just to deter players from coming to the point, because they triggered OT, so if he dives
It's
in,
weird, though. I would
just kind of
expect to
move around him,
see...
get to the
Oh,
point
I
and
think
keep
Anna
OT
was
going.
blocked this week. Never
Just
mind,
wanted
that's
to
right.
waste some time, but
Yeah, because Myeongbong is crazy when it comes to playing Anna.
really low. They're going to get a D-Mac on him.
Piano roll star for nothing. Matt Twilight sends a parting gift for Punk, and he's desuited in a pretty average position. Nice deflect from Color Hex, though. He's able to punish Twilight. His accuracy being used against him, but Super again gets the counter kill with the Genji. Boston will start in control.
Wow, Boston gets control.
May just go for a drink.
Yes, well, actually, he's still alive. It looks like he actually
he
made
got
it all
back.
the way around. Yeah, he made it all the way around, and Punk now is going to... He'll probably
See that
be back
regroup
in
with Diva?
the next fight. Maybe like a little
That's who
bit
the same
delayed,
made it
but
all the way
shouldn't make that much
around.
of a difference. Super.
Looked like he was going to kill himself, but he just went all the way around and regrouped. So let's see what happens now.
It's
Fight
kinda
number
crazy to
2.
say, but he's been able to build up that blade quite nicely.
San Francisco setting up for another dive, but they lose Violet pretty early on in the piece, and Twilight was already low by the time Jerry came a-calling. And Super will be headed back to spawn awfully quick. San Francisco just don't get off on the right foot to begin that fight.
Yeah,
Jerry's
losing
beast.
one of your supports right at the beginning, not going to be able to get much of anything going after that. So it's quite interesting to see Violet on the Brig and Twilight on the Zen. You know, you kind of think of Violet as one of like the best Zens, as well Twilight obviously. I know with the Titans last year, just an incredible player. So Super looks like he's setting up here, potentially coming from the outside with a blade.
This is very crafty, Matt. Super
nice
sneaks
position.
around. Violet eats a pulse bomb though early on. Super still goes.
He shouldn't have used it.
Wanted to Dragon Blade from Color Hex. Super's
Super's
found
got
2
both
from his
supports.
blade. Yeah, he actually dashes in. Doesn't have to block. Oh no. He bladed after getting 2 kills and then just got hit in the head by Jerry. Striker though still alive and has a pulse bomb. Drops onto the mini health pack.
He's definitely a better
Ryan.
Ryan, for sure.
Smurf's primal rage. There might be something to be done here. Smurf didn't even realize he'd landed on Jerry and gets rid of him now. The shock in position.
Well, what it's Super, Smurf, and Striker. Super's able to take out both supports, and then the primal rage keeps Smurf alive. Striker with just great survivability on the Tracer alone. And they're able to flip the point. So now the Shock actually have a chance, because look at that, they're going to have both support ults here. They're going to have a self-destruct. Oh, well, and you won't even get a fight here if you're Boston, because you lose Myeongbong from a distance. This is bad, though, for Boston, because it allows Smurf to start getting towards another Primal, Super to get some more ult charge as well.
Oh yeah, Boston will probably not get this back.
Zen is going to provide, though. You need to be very careful trying to set up. A lot of teams get caught on the wrong foot. Because there aren't shields. They have to break line of sight. And if they peek out like Myeongbong did there to try and find a kill,
Oh, everybody has a bunch of ults, so this can just be a crazy-ass fight, though.
Boston have a lot of ults, so does San Francisco. So expect this next fight to be a little messy. San Francisco want to try and come out ahead in the ult usage here, and that's a good start. They forced the Transcendence immediately out of Myeongbong with a Pulse Bomb. And Striker is now set up to actually move into the fight undetected.
And they're going to have their rally last a little bit longer here. The Shock, you see Violet still having the effects of the rally, though it drops there. Twilight will have the Transcendence to extend.
Wow, is Boston going to take this?
Fusion's trying to
It looks like Boston's going to take this. Oh, it goes Super. Again. Wow.
Between the two, so not huge. And
wow, that looked like Boston had that one.
That's out of a total of like, you know,
that was crazy.
1 minute 45 seconds.
Can he get a big blade here though to close it out? No support ults for Boston here.
Super comes in off the bench, a super sub in every sense of the term, and he gets 2 with 1! Super's out of control! At every position, this man is laying down the domination. Halo and Myeongbong walk into the meat grinder.
Well, I guess there's a question about Super playing Genji, yeah, boys? That was quick.
Punk is down.
That is it.
Makes the heavy landing, and that'll be the first
As fast as it began, it's over. The #1 team kicked the shit out of Boston.
Has concluded with a win for San Francisco.
Let me vote for the Roll Stars right now. I'm putting Super as a damage dealer Roll Star. First